recording feature po no, sa Zoom and Google Meet. That is why I am using this with my students or with my class so that I can record our sessions po. No. Okay. Next slide. All right, methods and strategies that I am going to use, all right, on this subject. Okay. Self-paced learning. So there will be some time or sessions that I will be providing you some of materials or activities to do po, no, in order for you to learn our um, course or this subject. Most especially, this subject class, it's like a skills-based subject po because you have to learn how to make a web page or a website po, no? I think you are familiar naman po dun sa mga website or web page po, no? So with this po, no, there would be like a self-paced learning wherein it will check, all right, your learning, okay, on your own po, no, on your own pace, timing, all right, or speed po, depende kung paano po natin mapapabilis yung paggawa ng activity po, no? So, depende po sa inyo. Next, we have the inquiry driven. So this approach class, no, centers on students' questions, curiosity, and investigations. So there would be some activities that I'll be asking you some questions po, no? In order for me to know if you study our lessons po, no, upon giving you some materials to explore or to study po, like a research also, that you need to have a deep understanding of our discussions po. Reporting, still, kumbaga, medyo 50-50 pa ako dito on if I am going to have a reporting on this subject because it's more of applications po class. No, ang web page design, it's more of application so that you could get the skills that you need in order for you to create your own web page po. No, but maybe there would be some time that I am going to assign you to report some topics po no, regarding web page design. Next, we have recitation. Again, this is very a traditional classroom technique wherein I need your participation in every discussion. All right, in order for me to know if you are still listening. All right, so I might ask you some questions during our discussion po. Mahilig din po ako magtawag ng mga estudyante po. That is why I always ask my students to turn on their camera so that I can see what you are doing there, if you are still listening or maybe you are sleeping. Kasi nadadala ako pag ganitong online, most especially, puti nga medyo konti lang kayo, so mas namomonitor ko kayo agad-agad. Kapag madami-dami kasi and hindi sila nag-on ng camera nila, I think there are some students wherein they are not listening anymore. Or they have doing something else na po, no. So every time that I'm going to ask them questions, hindi na nila nasasagot yung questions. Tatanong, ano po yun ulit, sir? So maybe busy sila sa ibang gawain. No. Next, group dynamics. So there would be some group activity wherein it would develop your um, collaboration skills with your other classmates, no? So expect po na there would be some group activities. Critical analysis, this is an advanced thinking skill wherein I really want to have my students develop, all right, in this subject, wherein you as a student or learners examine arguments, identify assumptions, evaluate or have some conclusion of some our lessons po. No? Sa amin ng lecture, flip classroom setup. And ito madalas ko rin po siyang ginagawa. This is along with the exploratory. Si flip classroom setup class, no, there will be some time that I am going to send you or post some lesson materials like videos, tutorials, or PPT, alright, that you need to study po. Okay? It would be like before our schedule or during our schedule time po. Because like for example, we will have also some asynchronous session po. Again po, no, this course needs you to work on something po. Alright, so you have to do a lot of activities in this um, course po. Okay. Next, course requirement. What are my course requirements? So lecture discussion. So I need you to participate every time that we have our lecture discussion. Major examinations like your prelims, midterm, and final examination. Yan po, kailangan maipasa po natin. Actually, not to pressure you, no, pero the one that in order for you to pass, kasi like for example, 50 items, you need to get at least 70 to 75% po, no? Kasi below 75, ba for 50, ang 70% niya ay 39 ang passing grade. That is equivalent to 70 or 75. Pag nag-below kasi sa 39, mababa na po kasi yung percentage na nakukuha ng estudyante, no? Kaya sinasabi ko lagi na you need to at least, no, maka 70 to 75% po tayong scores. Next, laboratory or application, as mentioned a while ago. So there would be time that you are going to have your application activity po. Nagagawa po tayo. Sinong, tama ba ako? Lahat naman kayo gumagamit ng laptop? LJ, laptop din ang gamit mo? Ay nawala, nawala si ano, si LJ. Biglang nag-walk out. Sige, Timothy, ano gamit? Cellphone?
CP lang po.
CP. Ayan, siguro, no, ayan. Kasi, this course po kasi, no, needs to have an application. So, maybe, there would be a way naman siguro wherein you can use your phone to create a web page po or website, no? Tingnan na lang natin, no? Along the way kung maano po natin. Ayan na si LJ. Nakabalik na. Okay ka lang, LJ?
Sorry po. Oh,
Kala ko
wala
sa
po bigla. Ano po, naka-cellphone po ako ngayon pero meron po akong laptop.
Okay, that's fine naman. Okay. All right, next quizzes. Ayan, there would be some quizzes also, no? By the way, I am using Wayground for my quizzes po and examinations via online. So I'll be asking you also to what's this? Sign up po, no, or join on that class ng ano po natin, Wayground po or quizzes account po. Familiar naman kayo dyan if I'm not mistaken. I think most of your instructors before uses the quizzes to conduct your examination. Tama ba? Am I right? Tama? Okay, good. So hindi na bago. Assignments, yan. Sa assignments class, I'll be posting some assignments via MS Teams class po, no? Yan, performance task. Ayan. Also part of the requirements. Attendance, ayan. Most especially attendance is part of your grading system po. And reporting, case study if ever man. I think on this course naman, no, case study is not really necessary because it's more of application skills po tayo dito. Okay? Ay na ulit. Sige. Alright, here the grading system. I know this is already familiar with you po, no? For the grading system, we have the performance task, and that is 35%. So under the performance task, these are the factors or areas, all right, that I am getting the scores po, no, for your performance task. So you have your recitation, projects, activities, assignments, and worksheets po, no, or projects. Sa attendance po kasi dati, kasama niya si attitude po, no? Pero ako po kasi, ang ginagawa ko, sa attendance, nilalagay ko na po siya sa performance task. Okay? Si attitude naman, naka-separate lang din po siya, no? So, si attitude po kasi has a 15%. So, this is how you treat your classmates and most especially your instructors, all right, within this sem po, no, or semester. Next, we have the major examinations like your prelims, midterm, and finals, 30%. Then quizzes po is 20% po. And that's a total of 100%. So in case that you miss some of the projects or activities or worksheets po, no, I'll be giving you naman allotted time for you to accomplish, all right, your missed activities po. Okay? So with that, no, if ever that you will not be able to do that with a given ample time or schedule, so automatic po, no, your grade will be zero po and it might lead you to failing grade po, no. Yan. Hindi naman po ako masyado nag-i-strict kasi ay sa submission, pero again, we have some due dates naman po to follow. Okay? Any reactions po or questions regarding the grading system? All goods po tayo doon. Okay. Thank you. All right, let me start now with the course description of our subject. All right, so this course provides a comprehensive introduction to the core principles and technologies of modern web design. So students will learn the fundamental building blocks of the web, including HTML for content structure, CSS for styling and layout, and an introduction to JavaScript for basic interactivity. The course emphasizes creating responsive and accessible websites that provide a positive user experience across all devices. I don't know if you are familiar with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Familiar ba sa atin? Or sa inyo? Not really. Ayan. So with this course po kasi, no, again, no, one of your major project po here is to create a responsive web page po, no, or website. And with that, we are going to use HTML, CSS, or JavaScript po, no. But we are not limited naman, no. I'm thinking if which one would be easier for you, all right, to create a web page, yun po ang gagamitin natin. Okay? I think there are some like online, like Google sites. They offer you to create web page for free. So maybe we can use that, no, kung di kakayanin si HTML. Kasi si HTML po talaga, it's more of the use of um, block tags po. Sinasabi natin, parang manually po, no, you have to create the web page po. While there are other applications na all you need to do is just to lay out and upload the images that you need to um, use as part of your design on your web page po. Si HTML po kasi talaga, manually po talaga, you will need to give the command on what the page would be look like po. No. So yan po yun si HTML. Alright, so upon successful completion of this course, students will be able to structure web content using semantic HTML5 elements, style web pages, and control their visual presentation using CSS3. Actually, this course also interpolated naman po siya sa design or graphic designing po, no? Kasi we are going to tackle about principles of design in order for you to create kumbaga, a good or beautiful web page po. Then implement responsive design principles using Flexbox, CSS Grid, and media queries. Understand and apply best practices for web accessibility and usability. Number 5, create and debug simple interactive elements using the JavaScript. Next, develop a multi-page responsive website from scratch. Yung gagawin po talaga ninyo, alright, dapat po siya ay responsive. So once I click on your website, all right, so the menus that you put on your web page should be working po. Like example, I need to log in on that web page. So kailangan responsive po or working po yun, menu na po na yun or mga forms na sinasabi po natin. Alright? Okay, now let's start po, no? So today we are going to discuss some introductory lesson and basic web concept po. And with that, we are going to start with some terminologies related to web design po. Okay. Can you give me some terminologies that is aligned or connected to web design that you know or any ideas lang of some terminologies that you think would be part or connected to web design? All right, in this course. Or any terminologies or word. Anyone?
User interface po. Or UI.
UI. All right. Thank you for that, CJ. Yeah. So we have UI, our user interface. Good. What else? Any other idea? Yes, we might encounter user interface or UI. Any other idea? Some web design terminologies. So we have one. Sabi ni CJ. Ay, ba't di ko makita? Ay, natambo ng tuloy. Any other words? Wait lang. Tanggalin ko lang yung whiteboard. So ano po yun? Let me check the chat. User experience UX, yes. Yeah, okay. How about LJ and PJ? Any ideas? Any word that you think would be part or connected to this um, web design? Or so let's make it simpler. Let's say connected to internet terminologies. Uy, madami. Madaming terminologies that you can connect to web design. Oh, alin lang natin para at least for me to know if you would be really have some, basic knowledge or ideas. Yes po. Sige, go ahead. Huwag na kayo
Navigation
mahiya.
po.
Navigation, okay, yeah. Yes, some navigations on your web page wherein your audience can control or have a navigation control on your web page. What else?
Visual design po.
Visual design. Para siyang, yung web, sabi ko nga kanina, it would be connected also to visual design. Yeah, or graphic design. Yeah. What else? Come on, ang dami pa yan. Actually, I'm supposed to have like a cloud um app dito na para ilagay niya sana, kaya lang hindi na. Tatatlo lang naman pala kayo eh.
Wireframe po.
Wireframe, okay. Ano pa? Timothy, what's your entry? Mm, no more? Okay. I'll start na, no? Of course, let me start. One of the common web design terminologies is the network or computer network. Familiar with the word computer network or network? Do you have any idea when you heard the word network? What do you mean by that? Hmm.
Connection.
Connections. Okay. Thank you, CJ. All right. So when we say network or computer network, all right, is defined as a several computers connected together with a purpose of sharing resources, including data, information, and hardware. So meaning to say, all right, when we say computer network, is interrelated computers, or these are several computers connected together with a purpose of sharing resources, information, data, and hardware. I think you would be familiar if one of the example that I'm going to give is the computer laboratory in the school, wherein all the computers are connected to each other in order for them to share informations, share resources, files, and so on. Also, another example is sa mga computer shop po, no? Di ba yung nakikita po natin? Na connected, all the devices are connected to each other po. So yun po ang sinasabi po nating network or computer network po. And the thing that we are using right now, no, the internet is part also of a computer network so that we could have an access, all right, from different devices like your phones, um, computers, laptops, or any gadgets that we can share, all right, resources or information via a network po. So yan po yung sinasabi po nating network. Next, we have the word there, internet. And I know you are very familiar with this. And I know that most of us nowadays would cannot live without the internet because it's already like a necessity or part of our daily life. Hindi ako nagkakamali. No. So when we say internet class, no, it's a worldwide collection of computers interconnected to one another. Could be wired via cable or wireless. So this is the thing that we are using right now. Now we're able to communicate with the other people across the globe with the use of the internet because internet class is connected, all right, on a different computers globally. All right, that is why we're able to get information from Google because from that Google class, it has also a set of computers or servers wherein connected po, all right, to each other so that we can get the informations that we need po. Okay, so that is what we call internet. Next one, we have the word World Wide Web or triple W. I know, nakikita niyo na to. Tama ba ako? Ay, bakit? Ano nangyari? Oops. Wait lang, class. Nagkaroon ng problem ng aking PowerPoint. Why? Let me reopen my slide. Oh, it's raining again. Naulan din ba dyan sa inyo? There you go.
Lapit na po.
Malapit na. Dito umuulan na eh. May bagyo ba? Ayan. Ayan, as mentioned a while ago, yung triple W o World Wide Web. Alright? The World Wide Web or just the web is a system of interconnected public documents like the one you are reading on Google or any website po, no? That are accessible via the internet. So it's a vast collection of websites, web pages, and other resources that are linked together by the use of hyperlink. This is the thing that we are using every time that we want to search for example, on a Google po. Like for example, you want to get information about the web page or web design and no. So each of this class, no, this is what we call the web page or websites. So lahat po yan na nakikita natin. So it's all the public documents that we can see po or get from the World Wide Web po. No? So once we click something there, right, as you can see, on the address bar of your browser, wait, I don't know if you can see it, or let me try to, yeah, on this part po, no, yung itong malaking yung nasa taas, ayan, as you can see, nakikita ba, HTTPS colon, triple, forward slash triple W, so meaning to say that this information or this document, alright, our website is from the World Wide Web po. We are able to get it or see it because of the internet po. Okay? Yun po ang tinatawag po nating World Wide Web po. Okay? Yan. Yung example din po. Okay. Next terminology, we have what we call, inulit. Bakit? Another definition of collection of resource information interconnected via internet, a single document on the World Wide Web. So it's the equivalent digital po no ng page ng isang libro. Imagine niyo na lang po no that every pages po na nakikita natin dito sa online or sa World Wide Web, it's like a digital equivalent po ng ating books po, no? Wherein it's the fundamental building block of a website. So when you navigate to a specific address, like for example, a while ago, www.google.com, so the content you see is what we call web page na din po, no? Kumbaga, it's a formatted page within the website that may contain graphics, video, text, and multimedia po. Okay. Ayan po si web page. Next, terminology, we have the website. Okay, so website is a collection of related web pages hosted on one on or more web servers. So meaning to say po, no, a collection of pages or files linked together and available po siya sa triple W. So it is also a location on the internet that is identified by a unique address locator or what we call URL po. Pag sinabi po natin unique address locator or URL, it's the actual address of that web page po. So for example, a while ago, kanina ito, if I'm going to ask, where did you get that information? Can you give me the URL? So, ito po yung kinukuha po natin dyan. Ito po yung URL na sinasabi po natin. Yung nasa taas po ng address bar po ninyo. Okay, if we are going to copy that, we would get this. Hold on, let me open my notepad. This URL po, no? This is the complete URL. So kung hihimayin po natin yan, no, let me focus here na lang muna. So we have here the HTTP. All right, this is the protocol used on this site. Then we have the triple W indicating that this information is available through World Wide Web. And this one is the title po, all right, of the web page where we get the information. So here, interaction design, and that org is the domain name. Domain name class, no, it's the address where we get that information. It could be from organization, commercial, or education po. No, we have a separate definition of it later on, no, para mas maintindihan nyo. And the other thing, ito pong literature, topics, web design, these are other related information po. Alright, where we can get additional information about doon sa sinearch po natin kanina. Okay, so yun po yung URL. Again po, no? URL, unique address locator po siya. Okay? Again, it's a specific address used to identify and locate a resource on the internet such as a website, document, or an image po, or even your videos po. Kahit sa YouTube, di ba, may mga address din po sila, yung bawat videos po natin sa YouTube. The next terminology we have here, ayan, domain name. As mentioned a while ago, ayan, a name given to the numerical or internet protocol or the IP address of a website. So we have different domain name. Okay, kanina we have .org or .org, that is for organization. So meaning to say that website owns by organizations po. No. We have also .com. This is very common domain name. So meaning to say where we get that information is a commercial, owned by a commercial po, or for commercial entity po siya. We have .net or network, .info. We have also .mil if that information also came from military. We have .edu, meaning to say that is from some educational or education po, no? So ito po yung mga different domain name. And we have a lots of domain name used by the owner of the website po. Okay, depende po sa owner po ng ating mga website or web page po. You might encounter also a different domain name, no? Depende po sa kumpanya din na nagpo-provide po ng information po na iyon. Okay? Next thing, we have the web browser. Any idea of what is a web browser? Given with that definition, it says there, a program that is being used to view or display and explore the web page. Do you have any idea what are the web browser na ginagamit natin in order for us to navigate on the internet?
Chrome po.
All right, we have the Chrome, very good. Google Chrome. What else? What other web browsers you know? Aside from the Google.
Opera.
Yes, Opera. Yeah, that's like an old browser na din. What else? May mga ginagamit.
Microsoft Edge po.
Microsoft Edge, yes. Ayan, this is the upgraded version of Microsoft Explorer before. So those are some examples. But now, again, we use that web browser to display or navigate the information from the internet po, no? Yan. Ito, yung ginagamit natin yan. Okay? These are some most popular examples of a web browser. Yes, we have number one, the Google Chrome. It is the most widely used browser known for its speed, simplicity, and a vast library of extensions. So it's integrated with other Google services and available on all major platforms. So all of us are using this Google Chrome in order for us to get information from the internet. Another one, we have the Mozilla Firefox. I don't know if you are still familiar with this. No? A browser focused on the privacy and user control. It is an open source and provides strong features to block trackers and protect user data. Good thing with Mozilla Firefox is it has an integrated kumbaga security measurement to protect all the informations or data given by the user po, no? It's Mozilla Firefox. Unlike with the Google Chrome, sometimes no, it kumbaga na-release po yung mga informations natin via the Google Chrome po, no? Kaya nga minsan may mga dami na-hack po, no? Next, we have the Microsoft Edge, as mentioned a while ago, and it's the default browser for Windows. So once you have your desk computer, laptops with the operating system for Windows, it comes with the Microsoft Edge na po, no? So parang libre na siya po. It's a built-on um, web browser po ng mga window user po. It's like also a Chrome that offers excellent performance. So it includes unique features like na ngayon yung bago ngayon ni Microsoft Edge, no, integrated na din po si AI chatbot or what we call Copilot po. Alright, and tools for organization and some productivity tools that can used by the students or by some workers po. Next one, Apple Safari. Ayan, if you are an Apple user or you have your iPhones or MacBook, ayan, ang kanila po talagang default browser na ginagamit ay si Safari po, no? So it is known for its seamless integration with the Apple ecosystem, energy efficiency, and strong privacy protections. We all know naman, class, that Apple devices talagang ang or yung protection nila with regards to the privacy data po talaga ay maganda, no, sa mga Apple products po natin. So same thing with their web browser, which is the Safari po. Then we have the Brave, a privacy-focused browser that automatically blocks ads and website trackers. It includes a built-in cryptocurrency wallet and offers a unique reward system for users. We have also the Opera, ayan, as mentioned a while ago, and known for its innovative features, including a built-in ad blocker, free VPN, and social media integrations in the sidebar. Ito yung makagandahan kay Opera, no? It has its own, kumbaga, integration of the sidebar na makikita natin yung other social media platforms po or applications doon sa side ng browser niya po. No. Then we have the Vivaldi. I don't know if you are familiar with this. No, it's a highly customizable browser designed for power users. It provides extensive control over the interface, tab management, and has built-in productivity tools like a note-taking feature and a mail client. So these are just some examples po, no, of common or most popular web browsers that people, all right, uses po, no. Again, when we say web browser, it's a software or software application we use to access the World Wide Web po. Okay? These are the um, logo of those web browsers po, no, for you to be familiar with po. Baka mamaya sa example, logo lang pala ang papakita ko. So please take note of this po, no, and be familiar with the logo. We have also the DuckDuckGo web browser. I haven't tried it, no, pero mukhang maganda-ganda rin siya na gamitin. We have also the UC browser. Ayan, ito po pala si Vivaldi. Okay. Next terminologies. We have here the homepage. Ayan. When we say homepage, saan natin siya makikita? Sa kaya yan, si homepage?
Yung nasa ano po, upper left corner ng screen.
Upper left corner ng screen. Okay. All right. So when we say homepage, class, no, it is the first web page site which usually provide information about the web page, its purpose, and contents po, no? Here is an example. Ay, bakit nawala yung example ko ng web page, homepage? Ayan. So every time that we go to a certain website po, class, no? Try natin si Google. No? It will give us the information of that website po, no? So for example, I wanted to go to this site. Sabihin na natin HTML. Alright, so once we click on this, no, it will give us the homepage of that site po, no, where it give us certain information, right? Like this po. Ito po yung homepage nitong site na to. Wherein, no, it give us certain information about that web page po or website. Ito po yung tinatawag po natin na homepage po. It is the first page of a website po that give us or displays the information of that web page or website po. No? Other example naman, sige, mas ano yun na natin, no? Ayan. So meaning to say, class, no, it's the main or front page of a website po, no, na makikita po natin. Like for this example, browser homepage or the website homepage po, no, na makikita po natin once we click a certain website. Ayan. For example din po, ito. Ayan. Wherein, ito po muna yung kumbaga sa bahay po natin, ito yung pinaka sala. Alright, hindi ako nagkakamali na wherein, no, it provides some details about our house po. No, same thing sa webpage and website po. No, once we click, no, ang una po talaga ang bubungad po sa atin ay yung sinasabi po natin na homepage po ng bawat website. Ayan, wherein it give us some information po, no, of that specific webpage or website po. It could be a details who owns that website or webpage. So yun po si homepage po. No. Next, we have the splash page. So it is usually the first page site which usually provide information. It's almost like the homepage din po, no? Like this example po, no? That it's a welcome page po of every website or web page po. Same lang naman po sila ni homepage, si splash page po. The next one, terminology, para may mga nauumit. Wait lang. So we have the chat. Ayan, very familiar. Diba? We always do this. Ayan, chat, a real-time communication over the internet. So we have your Messenger, Viber, what else? What other chat applications you use to communicate with other people over the internet? Ano pa kaya? Aside from the FB Messenger, Viber, ano pang tool?
WhatsApp.
Yeah, WhatsApp. Yes, good. Yep. Ano yung CJ?
Telegram po.
Telegram. Ayan, yan. Mga ginagamit natin na for chatting. Wherein we can communicate with other people across the globe po with the use of the internet. And next one, we have the cyberspace. When you say cyberspace, it refers to all computer networks on the internet, or what we call, in other words, the internet itself po, no? Cyberspace, all the digital and internet functionality po. Then tawag po natin siya ay cyberspace. Next one, we have the ISP or Internet Service Provider. So meaning to say, these are the companies that provides internet access to the customers. So here in the Philippines, we have a lot of ISP po, no, wherein they give us internet connectivity. Ano kaya yung mga internet service provider natin dito sa Pilipinas?
Ang pinakamabilis kong PLDT na hindi nagkakaroon ng problema.
Ayan, we have the PLDT, good. What else?
Converge po.
Converge, yes. Ano pa? So we have now PLDT, Converge. Ano pang ISP? Meron tayo.
Sky.
Sky Broadband, yes. Ano pa? I'm using Sky, by the way, and it gives me some headaches sometimes. Kasi in my area, PLDT is not available. I think the homeowners or what's this? Yeah, the homeowners has a problem with PLDT. Hindi nila pinapapapasok ng PLDT connectivity dito sa subdivision namin. So only Sky ang option. At naiinis ako. Time to time nawawalan ako ng internet. Most especially if it is raining. Ayan, nagkakaroon ng problem with regards to the connectivity. Ano pa? Aside from PLDT, Converge, and Sky, ano pa yung mga ginagamit pa natin? O sa cellphone nyo, may ISP din tayo.
Mga prepaid po. Smart Globe.
Ayan, we have the Smart, Globe. Are you familiar with the GOMO provider?
Yes.
Ayan, dito o yung mga ISP po natin dito. Again, Globe Telecom, Smart, SAM, Bayan Telecommunications Holding Corporation, so PLDT, and Sky Broadband, and so on po. Ayan. Next, we have firewall. Ayan. What do you think a firewall is? Ano kaya si firewall? Familiar ba sa inyo yung word na to? Firewall? Have you encountered this word?
Ano po? Security system.
Or security system? Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, a firewall is a system that creates a special wall used by network servers to separate their intranet from internet. So meaning to say, yeah, good. As mentioned a while ago, it's a security system wherein it protects the our network connection, no, from some intruders or unauthorized access po. So make it sure that you always enable your firewall on your desktops, computers, or in your laptop so that your laptops and your computer would be safe from any intruders via the internet po. That is why we were able to receive some emails po, no, or some spyware. So siya po yung nag-protect bago pa man po makalusot po siya dyan sa ating computer system po or network po natin. Okay? Next one, we have your HTTP. Nakita nyo naman na ito kanina, no? So, HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So, this is a standard method computer used to communicate via the World Wide Web. No? Kumbaga, it's the language that they use to speak to transfer information po, no, via the World Wide Web, okay, in the form of HTML files, images, or other data that make up a website po. That is why nung kanina, di ba, yung complete address or URL ng ating webpage or website, it has the HTTP po, no, na makikita po ninyo. Because it's the core set of rules that allows web browsers, the clients, and web servers to communicate with each other. You might also encounter HTTPS po, no? Si HTTPS naman, stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Secure naman po yung S. So meaning to say, it's more of secure with the HTTP po, no, na sinasabi po natin because it uses an encryption protocol, no, to scramble the data between your browser and the server po, no, to make it more secure when we are browsing the internet po. So pag may nakikita po kayong HTTPS na address, so meaning to say, mas secure po yung website na po yun or web page compare with the HTTP lang po, no. Kumbaga mas madami pong security measurement ang nilagay po nila in order for them to be protected po, no? To get your passwords or your credit card, yung mga ganyang sensitive information po. So, mas ano po siya, mas secured na gamitin po yung site na yon. Mostly, makikita po siya natin sa mga bank sites. Let's try to check the BDO online. Kung mayroon siyang ayan, as you can see class, no, si BDO Online, ang kanyang address HTTPS. So meaning to say, no, it's a secured website wherein all of the sensitive information will be encrypted or will be secured po, no, na safe po talaga yon. Yan, mostly sa mga banking po or every time that we need to sign in our account po or our passwords, mostly po naka HTTPS po siya. Okay. Next terminology, and madami-dami tayong terminology na maana po today. We have the hypertext markup language or the HTML. Ayan po, no, as mentioned a while ago, no, during our introduction ng course, you will be using the HTML, no, at first. Okay, so this is the coded format language used for creating documents on the World Wide Web and controlling how web page appear or will be displayed po on your web browser. As you can see on this example, class note. And this is an example of an HTML documents po. Wherein, as you can see here, it has the tags na ginamit in order for this HTML na ito po yung i-display niya sa web browser po natin. Ito po yung mga command, kumbaga, or tags, blocks of tags na gagamitin po ninyo. So in this example, href, if I'm not mistaken, no, it would be like the header. Ayan, header 1, header 2. And ang link po, no, may link po yan. So meaning to say, kapag din-display po ito sa web browser natin, may link po siya na possible na pwede po natin i-click po, no. Another example ng HTML tags, if we're going to click this, no, and press F12 on your keyboard, it will show us the tags po, no, na ginamit in order for these images or text po, right, na ma-display po ito. Di ba? Para po ma-display lang po itong design po na to dito sa web browser po natin. Ito po yung sample. Ito po gumamit sila ng CSS or JavaScript for this website po. No? Ayan po yung example ng HTML din po. Okay? Or mga codes na possible po ninyong ma-encounter. Okay? So going back to our PPT, we are now going to discuss about the history of the internet. All right? Let's have an activity, no? Para naman hindi masyado. I want you to do a research. Okay? I want you to make like a timeline, all right, about the history of the internet. So I'll be giving you like 10 minutes for that, no? And later on, I'll be asking you kung ano po yung mga na-research nyo about the history of the internet. Ano-anong meron, all right, si internet. Who created the internet, when it started, something like that po. No, just about the history of the internet. I want you to get information about it. And your time starts now. So you have 10 minutes po, no? So, pwede nyo lang po siya ilagay sa or magsulat or ilagay po sa notepad nyo para if ever later on once I ask you questions, you can answer po. Okay? Ready na ba? Alright, so your timer starts now. Wait lang. Okay. Alright, 5 more minutes. All right, 2 more minutes. All right, 50 seconds. And dun. Okay. All right, time is up. Okay, now who wants to ano na magsalita? Who wants to tell us something about the history of the internet? Siguro, let's check. Who wants to get first? TJ?
Sige po.
Okay, can you tell us what you got?
Based on my research po, actually hindi lang po siya single founder for the internet. There will be several key figures contributed to its development. So may tatlo po na si Leonard Kleinrock, nag-develop po siya ng theory of packet switching, which is the fundamental to internet communication. And next will be Vinton Cerf and Robert Kahn. They co-designed the TCP or IP protocols in the 1970s, which
Mm.
became the foundation of the internet communication. Then lastly is Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in 1989, making the internet accessible and usable for the public.
All right. Thank you for that information. See, how about LJ and TJ? Do you have something to share? Ano po yung na-research nyo?
Opo. Hello po.
Yes, LJ.
Late 1960s na invented po nag-start po yung internet project po ng US military.
Hmm.
Ano po,
What do you call that project?
yung ARPANET po.
All right, ARPANET, okay.
Ayan. And then in 1970s, na-develop po yung TCP or IP po by Vince. Ano ba? Bean Surf, Surf, and Bob Kahn. And then 1989 po na-invented na po yung triple W or World Wide Web. Then late 1990s po nag-spread na po yung internet worldwide with email, search engine, online services. And then ito na pong 2020s, nag-start na po yung social media, online shopping, and video streaming po.
All right. Thank you, LJ. TJ, you have something to share, TJ? Before I proceed with the slides. I think mukhang nahirapan natin kasi yung mag-research. All right. To sum up your answers po, no? Okay? So let's start here. All right, yes. As mentioned a while ago, one of the part of the history of the internet, it was anchored on the project started by the United States government called DARPA, which stands for Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency for the Development of New Technology for Military Use, which was established in 1958 or in 1960s po. No? So with this, no, the goal was to create a network, no, that could withstand a nuclear attack or by having no central command point po, no, with this project po na ginamit po nila or na-invent po nila. Okay, so this led to development of packet switching, wherein it's a revolutionary technology proposed by Paul Baran and Donald Davis, wherein the packet switching breaks down data into small manageable packets and send them independently over a network. So doon po nag-start yung pinaka history po ng ating internet. That's how they have also the what we called a while ago yung na-mention ni CJ, no? Yung ARPANET po, no? Because it was developed also by our government po, no? Next, and we have Leonard Kleinrock po, no? Wherein, okay, he is one of the scientists po, no? Also known as one of the fathers of the internet po, no? Leonard Kleinrock po, no, pioneered the packet switching theory, right? Wherein it's the fundamental technology behind the internet. Okay, and also introduced the mathematical theory of packet networks, what we call the ARPANET po, no? Wherein he helped develop the ARPANET, the precursor to the modern internet. Yan po, in 1969 po, no? Kumbaga, no, he oversaw the sending of the first internet message, which is, ano yung first internet message? What was the first message ever sent on the ARPANET on October 29, 1969? Ano yung word kaya yun or message?
Lo po, lo.
Ano po yun?
Lo. L-O po, L-O.
O
Lo.
L-O. Lo, yes po, no. And that word or message po is intended as login po, no. So yun po yung pinaka po din. Login po talaga yon ng first message that was sent on the ARPANET on October 1969 po. Okay? Next, we have also DARPA, and or info na si DARPA was it's the logo today po, no, ng DARPA. Ano nangyari? Okay. Then we have also Tim Berners-Lee, wherein he is the father of World Wide Web po, no? Tim Berners-Lee started develop the World Wide Web in 1989. Okay, siya po yung pinaka-utak po ng ating World Wide Web po, no? Si Tim Berners-Lee. Okay, and we have here assessing the web also. What are the things that we need po, no? Ayun lang po yung pinaka-short, ano lang po natin about the history of the internet, no? Then we will start discussing about accessing the web po. In order for us to access the page or the web, okay, we need to have the internet connection. So we have different types of internet connections po, no? In order for us to get access to the web. First is we have the dial-up. I know hindi naman na po natin siya inabot or ninyo po siguro, no? It also known as the analog po or the manual type of internet connection. Ito po yung medyo maingay pa dati, no, sa telepono rin po, no, once we want to connect it. And with regards to the dial-up, no, we only use one functionality if we are going to use the telephone for making phone calls lang po ang magagamit natin sa kanya. But if we are going to use the internet, ayan, medyo mawawala din po yung phone call capability or feature po niya. No. Next, we have the DSL, and or stands for Direct Subscriber Line. Ito na po yung mga nauso, upgraded version po ni dial-up. I don't know if meron pang DSL. I think in some provinces, they still offer the DSL po, no? Then we have the cable internet, the wireless internet, dedicated line, wherein it has a 1.50. Wala na masyadong gumagamit ng dedicated line po, no? Next, we have the satellite internet. And yung satellite internet, ano yung pinaka-famous na or in-demand satellite type of internet? Familiar ba? Yung satellite internet natin ngayon, nauuso na po ngayon or in-demand ngayon sa market. Wherein it uses the satellite po over the, ano po natin, parang galaxy. Ano yung satellite internet na yun? Starts with letter S.
Starlink.
Yep, alright. Yung Starlink po. Yan. It has talaga a, kumbaga, high speed po, no, with regards to the bandwidth of the internet. At medyo may kamahalan din ng konti.
Yeah.
Kasi I think ang
Pricey.
yes, pricey po siya. Ang monthly niya, 14,000 or 15,000. Tapos pera pa po doon sa equipment na gagamitin, yung parang, nakalimutan ko talaga anong tawag do'n. Yung parang sa ano din, yung plate, ayan, para po makasagap ng, connection sa via satellite po, 'no. Nasa 30,000 po 'yun, babayaran natin do'n. So, medyo mahal. Pero so far, okey naman siya. In our school right now, we have our Starlink at talagang mabilis ang connectivity niya. Kayang-kaya niya lahat i-provide ng connectivity sa estudyante, sa teachers. We have like a total of 2,000 students and 100 plus staff or teachers. And kapag nagsasabay-sabay, hindi siya tulad ni PLDT na kapag ang dami naka-connect via Wi-Fi na nag-aano po yung connectivity niya, medyo bumabagal. Okay? Alright, next dial-up. Again, connecting to the internet using the telephone lines. Yan po si dial-up before. Yung computer modem to phone line. So meaning to say, no, from analog to digital. With the use of the modem, it converts the analog signal into a kumbaga, digital format po so that the computer would understand, okay, kung ano po yung binibigay po sa kanya. Kasi with the digital format, ang digital language lang po kasi ay binary number, which is 0 and 1 lang po ang naiintindihan ng computer po natin. Okay? Si analog, it uses a analog signals po, yung wave. Alright? To transmit data or connectivity to the modem. Then the modem class, again, it's a tool wherein one of its functionalities to convert, all right, any signals po, no, from analog to digital po. Okay. Next one, we have another type of connectivity. We have the DSL, again, stands for Digital Subscriber Line, connecting to the internet using telephone lines, but provides both data and voice communication. As mentioned a while ago, si dial-up kanina, class, it only uses one functionality. Alright, if you are going to use data or internet, hindi ka makakagamit ng voice communication or phone calls. Pero si DSL po, you can use both simultaneously po. No, okay, si DSL. So, pwedeng tumawag sa phone at the same time, get access to the internet po. Okay. Next, we have, again, the cable internet. Ang cable internet, online connection to the web by the use of cable lines already used by the cable providers. And like Sky Cable, they are still using this type of cable po, no? Ito, nakalimutan ko tuloy yung type of cable. Yan po. And ito po si RJ45 or the internet cable po. Or ito na po yung ginagamit din po natin sa PLDT. But we have the new one, no, yung fiber optic po, no, sa mga cable po. Ayan. Where it uses a lighting po, no, to transmit data, all right, over the internet po or connection po natin. Ito po si cable and this is the RJ45 cable po, no. Next one, we have the wireless. So meaning to say, it doesn't use any cables in order for us to connect, all right, to the internet. Nowadays, along with the modem or router, it has a built-in wireless connectivity. Now, wherein our gadget can get access to it without the use of cables or wires po, no. So this is an example of the router po, no. Meaning to say, it has a built-in wireless connectivity po to our gadgets po. Okay. Next, we have the dedicated line. This is an old connectivity, right? Internet using permanent and continuous connection using this, which is reliable and stable signal for very important internet applications. It usually refer to carrier line, and it can be either T1 and T3 line. Wala na masyadong gumagamit po ng dedicated line. Kumaga, it's a more modified connectivity na kung sino lang po, no, could have the access po to it or permanent connectivity po. Okay? Yan, T-line used to connect end user to the internet provider. It has a speed of 1.54 Mbps. The reason why it's already phased out because it only offers a low speed bandwidth po, no? As of now, kaya nyo pa ba mag-connect sa internet ng 544 Mbps lang? 'Di ba hindi? Kapag madami na naka-connect diyan, wala na, babagal na 'yan. Mostly sa atin ngayon kailangan at least 10 Mbps kahit nga sa phone natin 5. Sa phone natin talaga ako nakakakuha ng time minsan ng 5 Mbps. No, I mean sa mabagal na, no. Ayan. Pero ngayon po, no, mayroon na tayong mga 100 Mbps, 1 gig na rin, or 1 gig na type of speed po. No. Ayan, for the T3 line naman, no, it uses like up to 44.736 Mbps. And as mentioned, di na natin siya kasi wala naman siya na gumagamit ng dedicated line. Alright, we are going to discuss the... Ayan, wait lang, bakit umulit dito? Basic web design principles po by next week. Okay. Every time that we have our session, by the way, class, now we are going to end at exactly 6:50 or 6:55 because I have my next class also at 7 p.m. So in order for me to prepare also for my next class, and I don't know if you have your next class also. May next class pa ba kayo after this?
Last na po.
Last na. Oh, swerte niya pala. Ako pala yung last nyo, no? Because I still have my class from 7 to 9 p.m. naman. No? So we are going to discuss basic web design principles next meeting. With that po, no, I think that is... What time? Ay, anong date ba yan? August 24. Ayan po, no? We will have... So wait nyo lang po yung updates po sa MS Teams po natin, ha? Kung ano po yung magiging ano po natin, session next meeting po. And I'm going also to post some assignments for you to do po, no? So make it sure that you have the full access again po, no? Sa ating MS Teams. Like LJ, no? Kindly verified or click the link po for the confirmation so that you could have access to our assignments po. If ever that you have some problems po encountered while confirming the link, you might use our chat group, no, to ask questions. Maybe your other classmates could help you fix the problem. Maybe may same encounter silang issues upon confirming the link po. Okay? Ayan, siguro we can have our less attendance po, no? So, ayan, may I request everyone to turn on their cam again. All right. Wait lang. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, smile. Yan, hold on. I-ano ka lang. Ang gara, ano, para ka nag-tutorial. Tatlo lang kayo. I need volunteer, no, for me to help monitor the attendance. Anyone gusto mag-volunteer, I could send you the template para kayo yung lagi nag-ano ng attendance natin. Siguro si ano na lang, CJ na lang. Kasi may laptop din naman na si CJ. Ikaw lang maglalag lagi ng ano natin, attendance. And time to time, you would have to send the updated attendance natin. Is it okay with you, CJ?
Okay lang po. Naka-Excel na po siya, sir.
Yeah, I'm using Google Sheets po. So that you can
Okay.
have access to it also. And also me. Alright? I'll send it to you, no? Siguro, I'm just waiting for the final list of my students for this subject. Baka next week kasi, baka mamaya may mang i-add pa pala kayo or yung admin natin ng um, additional students, alright, on this course po.